What's up guys, Naked back for another video. Now this is a different video to my last few videos about obviously the roster change and my introduction to finance or investments really. So this video is actually about how to make it in AusCOD. So there's a few ways to make it in AusCOD. Obviously the definition of make it isn't what you'll all think of, like millions of dollars and whatnot, because that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about sort of getting into those top level teams, getting into sponsored teams, getting into orgs and whatnot. So this is all my opinion as well. This isn't just like how to 100% get into the thing. This is just how I see it. I'm calling it how I see it, like usual. So anyway, I think that to make it in AusCOD, there's actually 3 ways. So number 1, being good. You need to be good. If you're not good, you're not going to make it, or some people do, but you're not going to make it really far. The other 2 ways is either being the good guy, Billy Bundo. No, I'm joking, Bundo's a good guy. But I mean, being the nice guy or being the bad guy. It's actually kind of like wrestling. You've got the good guy and you've got evil. And there actually tends to be these 2 different groups of what the community perceives as the bad person. And you'll see that person constantly cop shit on Twitter, even when they're not doing anything wrong, really. And then you'll find the good guy who no one will ever say anything bad about. Maybe behind their backs, but publicly you won't do anything bad because it's just, why would you bag out the nice guy? So anyway, for me personally, I think I've always been the bad guy in everyone's eyes. I don't think I've actually been that bad of a person, but people dislike a lot of stuff I say. They dislike how upfront I am about it, and I'll tell you if I'm not happy with something or something like that. So for me personally, I'm someone that doesn't shut up if they're being wronged or if they think that someone's in the wrong, and they'll sort of call it how they see it. I feel like if our team's getting screwed out of something, I'll say something and I'll fight that point, and I'll fight it until pretty much there's no more to fight, and they either break down and they give up, or they see my side of the story. So that's generally how I think of it for us. That's why probably for our team and any team I've ever been in, the team's been the bad guy team that no one wants to win because of me, basically. So hopefully with me kicking myself out of the team and bringing in Denholm Taylor, the big D-Dog stands, people will like the team because I'm not in it. So I'm here, but like, just forget me for now. It's them. Anyway, so I feel like that's sort of one of the ways to go. So you're either the evil guy, aka me, Evil Naked, getting around, and then eventually sort of you do what's best for you always. And as some of the people like, it's pretty greedy to do what's best for you, but I did what's best for me most of the time. But in saying that, I stepped down from the team to do what's best for the team. So everyone always thinks, oh, I'm all about my own self-gain or anything, but I've, number 1, gained fuck all from AusCOD. So all I've ever done it for was a time filler, and I enjoyed doing it. And once I've stopped sort of enjoying doing it as much as I have, as I said, I've stepped down and made way for someone else that does enjoy doing it and is going to help that team. And I've always want to see something I've put time and effort into keep going and doing well, and I hope the boys do the best they can do. So you either do what's good for you and you push yourself ahead, and to be honest, I think this is the best way for anyone, and I don't want everyone coming out thinking they're fucking fresh Sikamanus and doing whatever's good for them, because no, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying do what's best for you most of the time, because at the end of the day, your teammates could dip in 2 seconds. You don't know that. I've been lucky enough to pretty much every team I've been in, I'm sort of the one that dipped in the end, but I didn't really dip straight away or anything, or stuff went bad enough. And that's only 2 times really. I left Avant or CI back then, and that was because at the time I wanted to play S&D, and Mindfreak was the top team at the time. And the second time I dipped was when my Mindfreak team pretty much split up, so, and I joined this team. So pretty much I didn't really ever dip on my teams, but I did kind of, but not dogging dipping. So I think do what's best for you, really. That's the number 1 thing. Number 1 of all. Be good at the game. And when I say be good at the game, it's not hard. It's an Xbox. We've all got fucking hands. Well, some of you don't. I've seen it. It's bad. Just put it down. Put the controller down. Anyway, so be good. Easiest way to be good at the game, put time in. Anyone that spends hours and hours in the game, you've got to be getting good. If not, throw the controller out now and just do something else. Number 2, study the game. Watch streams, watch anything you can, learn the game, sit and geek around. I know people that have gotten from playing from years and they've been sort of horrible at the game, and they've gotten better and better. Why? Because they're putting more time in it, they're learning, they're watching their pro players, they're playing with scrims with better teams and whatnot, and they're versing better teams. This, above all things, scrimming teams that are better than you. I can't stand it when we see people that are like, oh, we don't want to scrim you, we haven't got a full team or whatever. Who cares if you're losing the scrim? Like, it's a fucking scrim. Like, how bad could it be? Oh, they think we're bad. Who gives a shit? The only people you should care about that think you're good is your team. Everyone's too preoccupied in everyone else's business. Oh, if they think I'm bad, what you need to really focus on is yourself and your other team. That's why so many teams break up. They're just so preoccupied on being on someone else's D or some crap. Just worry about your own team. That's one of the best things about our team. We care about ourselves, and everyone can whinge and go, oh, no. We don't give a shit, to be honest. We care about what we think. And number one priority with us was winning, really. We didn't really care, as bad as it sounds, we didn't really care about how we were perceived and how we were doing content and whatnot, because number one to us was winning. Because if you're not winning, especially in AusCOD, and you're not getting anywhere from anything else, it's hard to get sponsors, number one, and number two, it's hard to sort of keep playing with people you don't want to win. That's why we're so successful at staying together, because we all want to win. That's number one, what our priority is. And I actually spoke to Denz about this, and this is a big reason why Denz wanted to join us. He knows that above everything, we care about winning, and we're not going to sacrifice internet speeds and whatnot just to stream, because in the end, if you're not winning, you're not going to get anywhere, as I said. And when you want to go overseas and you want to do well, you just want to win. Being the good guy now. So it's easy to be the good guy. Don't be an asshole. Avoid Twitter besides results and anything else. Twitter is the worst place to get an argument, because there's so many people that try so hard to be cool, and you're not cool, you're just tweeting. Just stat. Anyway, so it's easy to do that. Just be the nice guy, congratulate people, GGs after games, don't be sore losers. And I might be hypocritical sometimes, but as I said, usually it's because we've been fucked right in the pussy. But pretty much be the good guy, fill in for teams, don't be an asshole, don't talk down to people, and just try and sort of, as I said, if you get better and you're a good guy, your option for every team is open. Everyone has no problem teaming with the good guy. If you're the asshole, people don't want to play with you, because why? Because you're an asshole, and they don't want you in their team, and they want to, maybe even something like with certain orgs, won't want people that are perceived as an asshole in their organisation and might kick them or something. Anyway, so that's sort of, as I said, how to make it in AusCOD. Obviously, there's a lot of bullshit in this, and that is what I do. I just talk bullshit, and I just keep talking. Mike still would know this, or any admin who's had any dispute with me, or any player. I just keep talking and talking and talking. And then you're like, okay, shut up, you'll have your way. So that's the story of Naked. Anyway, this is another normal video. I might bring out some more of these ones just for fun and for lols, and maybe even a sponsored one. I did one ages ago, but might do one for now anyway. I'm just pretty much talking off my head, because this is how I go. There's no notes here. Look, nothing written on my hands. Nothing. Look. Not even here. Nothing. Anyway, that's enough for now, because it's going to take forever to upload on Naked's internet. And Naked's internet is bad. It's really bad. See you guys. Naked out.